Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. This is day 2, and it definitely said day 2 in the title and notification the entire time. It was definitely like that the entire time. Yeah, for sure. I didn't forget to change the thing before I went live. Not at all. Who would do that? That would be stupid. Alright, let's go through the list. Let's see. Hello Cogs, right? Hello Boulder. Hello Sign. Hello Alex. And hello, Alex B. Hello. It's been a minute. All right, so today we are starting here, because we got a little bit of show and tell to do. So I went to the mystery metal store last night, and by last night I mean yesterday. And unfortunately, they did not have any mystery metal this time. Nothing too interesting. Well, they did have some really large. I would say I forgot to bring my tape measure, and like any of my measuring stuff for metal detecting stuff. So I don't actually, I don't know what it was. They had, I would say it's about 3-inch diameter and probably 6 feet long rods of stainless. I think it's some kind of stainless. It couldn't tell. The and they had a few different sizes of them too, but it was clearly the same alloy. They all had the same paint on the end, but they weren't labeled at all. They said 2 of them said 170, so I looked that up, and apparently that's just not a stainless alloy. So I guess that might have been like the weight or something. I don't know. Because they price things by weight there, so maybe they pre-weighed them and were just like, okay, this one's 170, and wrote that down. I don't know. I looked for a tag of some kind to figure out what it was, but I couldn't find one. It was gone. So I didn't get it. I was tempted, but I did not. Let's see. Okay, so what I did find there, I mean, it's not anything super exciting, but found these shop towels. Let's see, flip them around. Found 2 of them actually. Well, they had a whole, like a pallet of them. But they were like super discounted. So I got them for, it says $3 on here, but they had an additional sale at the checkout, and so it was even lower than that. In total, for everything I got, I paid like $5 or $6. It's pretty good. Maybe I should go back and get more stuff. I don't remember what all the discounts were, but I had a lot of them going on. What did I do with the other things? Oh, they're in the bag. I'm just a dumbass. You didn't buy the whole pallet? I did not. And then I also got like a couple of these little mixing containers with all the like fractions and stuff on them. Just because I use them for just holding stuff and putting like chemicals and cleaning it off in. And they were only like 50 cents. So, you know, might as well. I actually grabbed 3. The other thing I grabbed was they had these really weird screws. It wasn't 17-7, was it? No, it was distinctly a 170. So, I don't know. I might go back later. Maybe Friday. But they had these really odd screws, and I'm regretting not bringing them in to just show you, because they were odd. They were low-profile, stainless shoulder bolts with a Torx drive on them and blue thread locker pre-applied. Which is a very odd combination of factors. Like, I've never seen screws like that, just like looking around. And I think they were a custom purchase, because the box they were in had no label on it. Like, there was no like, oh, these are M4 or whatever, right? So I didn't even know what thread size they were. I just grabbed them anyway. I didn't grab all of them. This was like a big box. We're talking easily the size of this, of these paper towel rolls put together, and probably a good inch or 2 deep, just full of them. I just grabbed enough to get to like fill up a Ziploc bag. It's like, okay, you know what? These are weird. I might as well take some. I'll find a use for them someday. And they turned out to be M4, with a 6mm shoulder on them, I believe. It's so a small box. You got it, yeah. It's a pretty sizable box. I don't know, man. It's like, that's like 1,000 screws, and like clearly custom. But someone just lost them in shipping. So, what did I do with my tea? Oh, there it is. We got the tea. No, I didn't even take the thingy out of it yet. Yeah. Okay, here's a take. I think it is going to be a hot take, no pun intended. But I actually do not like hot drinks very much. Purely for the reason of, if it's too hot, then I burn myself. And then when I go to take a drink, now I'm scared that I'm going to burn myself. So I sip it really slowly. And I feel like a dumb little child every time. And so it's just like I'm waiting to get pain on my face, and then if I do get pain, then I go, ah, and I panic and take it back down. M4, I think that's PC building sizes? Probably. I mean, you guys would probably use M3 a lot too, if I was to guess. Yeah, PC with thread locker, that's just used in, like, you put it on the inside of a tumbling mill or something. Yeah, see, like that. I don't like that. I don't like it when my food bites back. Okay. And then, yeah, I know, you can buy pre-thread-locked screws off the shelf. I've seen those a lot, but, like, this specific combination of aspects I've never seen before. And they were unlabeled, so it's a very weird thing. Because they were, M4, stainless, low profile, and, a socket head cap screw, and torque strap. Which is just like, what? And with the thread locker pre-applied. It's just weird. Now, the other thing I did is I went to the local, like, industrial hardware store where they have, like, weird things. And I got a set of feeler gauges for leveling the lathe. Feeler gauges themselves are not very rare. This is a fairly normal thing. Yeah, lingua? What the hell is lingua? Oh, food tasting. Oh, wait, tongue, right? You didn't realize they didn't skin it. You mentioned food tasting you back, similar to it biting back. Yeah, that's fair. That sounds weird. You know, like, you do you with your food, but I like it to not fight me. Yeah, feeler gauges are not too odd, but we also had a bunch of shim stock. They had, like, big rolls of it that you would normally use, and, like, long strips or sheets, but they were really, really expensive. Whereas these, which is they're just replacement feeler gauges, these were like $4 a pop. So I got a few different sizes. Let's see, what did I get? I forgot already. I got 2.5 thou, which is, you know, I genuinely had to check that there was something actually in this paper. It's that thin. Then we have 11 thou, which is, you know, it's a bit more flexible. You can tell that there's a bar in there. And then we have 21 thou, which is still flexible, but it's quite a bit stiffer. So yeah, I figured I would just grab a couple of random sizes because I have no idea what I would need. And you know what? I meant to grab. Damn it. I meant to grab my surface grinder arbor from work, like the stock one that came with it, so that if I needed to, I could grind my own shim. But I forgot. Balls. Okay, that's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know how far we'll get anyway, and honestly, a combination of these should do the trick. We'll just have to, like, cut off a chunk and stuff. We'll make it work. I can also just, like, take apart this guy if I need another size, because, you know, they're cheap. Okay, and then... Now, the last thing I did... now, this is the surprise that I mentioned in the Go Live notification on Discord. I went to the store last night with my mom because we had to, you know, get groceries and shit. You know, I was helping her grab stuff. And on my way in, or sorry, on my way out, I spot this guy. Look at him. Look at the little guy. It's me. Look at him. He's beautiful. He's got the little Christmas hat and everything. I love him so much. He's very green, very Grinch colored. Oh, I should add a so cute emote. It's awesome. So yeah, this guy, he's gonna live in here now. I don't know where to display him. I got turned into a marketable plushie. Yeah, I don't know where to display him, but we've got to figure out a spot to do it. But you know, I do so much random shit, it's hard to figure out where exactly anything's gonna be at any given time. I've got bootleg merch problems. Hey Meridian, how's it going? Yeah, Dust and Grace will turn him gray eventually. Yeah, it does say Thai, actually. That's the brand. I don't actually know what it stands for. But yeah, I got turned... Don't turn me into a marketable plushie. Ah! And then, yeah, whatever. That was terrible. Anyway. I don't actually know what the brand stands for. It says Thai.com. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to build like a little enclosure for him. Because like I have this acrylic tube that I was gonna make something out of like a while ago, and I haven't yet. So I'm kind of tempted to build like a little containment unit so it doesn't get too greasy and grimy, but also, you know, that'd be difficult. A spaceship? No, you monster. Oh my god. Oh my god. How dare you? How could you? Does this count as self-harm? Am I gonna get banned for this? Oh shit. Oh no. No. I feel bad now. No, I already feel bad. Oh. See, I have a problem with getting too attached to things, and especially toys with faces. Hey Hunter, how's it going? Did Twitch unfollow you? It does, like, fuck with your notification settings sometimes, is what I've noticed. But you are just in time. Okay, remember everyone, this is Alex's fault, not mine. I am following the will of the people. It's hammer adjacent, okay? It's hammer adjacent. It counts, it counts. Listen, if you get a hammer in Super Mario, you're gonna get one of these, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, he bounced back. We're okay. It's fine. Oh wait, no, I have to. Hold on. Now I have to do it right, because I want to see how much he'll compress. Here, you're getting 2. He just squished. Squoosh. Can I nail him to a wall? You guys are monsters. Holy shit. You guys are monsters. How dare you? All right, but anyway, we have a friend now, and we love him very much, even if we do hit him with hammers sometimes. Okay, it's fine. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do with him, but I saw him and I had to get him. So, yeah, now we're on to, I guess, the main topic of the day. Oh, actually, you know what? No. I wanted to, I did want to talk about, or maybe I should do that, like, when there's dead space. Yeah, let's actually, never mind, I just teased you. We're not actually doing it. Maybe a cat camp, but it's just a plushie? I was tempted. I was thinking about something like that. I would need to figure out how to set that up, because, like, where the fuck am I going to put it? And, like, how am I going to wire that? Do I just have a webcam hook pointed at it? And then how do I plug it into my laptop, which goes everywhere? Because I do random shit. My streaming needs are very odd and unique because I'm bad at this. And I'm doing weird things. Here, he's gonna live on the keyboard for now. Oh, live ready reaction cam. Oh shit, that's actually really good. Yeah, okay, we should do that. I just need to figure out how. Because, like, I can't just plug in. I don't actually have enough USB ports to do that. Can we spin him in a lathe? Oh, we totally can. What's the name? Website with all the 3D printing files? Yeah, Thingiverse or, Printables is the one that I like better. There are a few others that are like aggregate sites where they just search through like all of the different 3D model sites and then they let you search all of them at once. I don't remember what those are called because I only use Printables, but... Bro, it's a plushie, just take a picture. Okay, fair enough. You're not wrong. Yeah, I could just do that, but that feels like cheating. Actually, though, this does sort of tie into something that I was thinking about as a stream project and as a like a sub goal notification. Oh gosh, wait, no, what? So, oh my god, wait, that would be really funny. So, okay, I had the idea. You know those talking fish? That, like, you know, they just go wop, 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 wop every time that they talk, and then it just, like, syncs to the voice. Oh, I thought it would be really funny if we built one of those, or basically just take one of those and put it, and integrate it into Twitch chat, and so whenever you guys redeem, like, a TTS redeem, it would make it would have a little talking fish appear, like, right here-ish. It would have to be IRL because I'm cringe, even though you could just do it virtually. But I would have to figure out how to do that, but I'm sure I could do it. But anyway, we could just have him in the background, also just hanging out with the fish when we do that. That would actually be kind of sick. That would be pretty sick, actually. The other idea is to have something with, like, you could also have them integrated into the sub-goal notification. You think you've seen Alexa in the talking fish? Yeah, I've seen that video too. It was a while ago, but yeah, I have seen it. And I know it's possible. I know they're not too complicated. I just don't know jack or shit about doing it. I don't know anything about, like, Twitch integrations. I don't know anything about... I know a little bit about electronics, but actually using things... Okay, let's move stuff around a little bit here. And put my ill-gotten gains over here. Into the bag. And over there. Okay. Alright, so here is... Oh, I should probably show you guys what the hell I'm talking about before I start talking. Here's the rough plan for the day. So, half of the lathe. And I need to somehow level it. You've checked both British and European standard... Wait, what are you talking about? You have no clue what 170 steel could be? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's an odd one. I think that's what I'm saying. I think it was either the price tag, like, based on their prices, or the weight of it, because it was... I mean, it was roughly 3-inch diameter, I'm guesstimating, by 6 feet long, guesstimating. And so, it totally could just be the weight, in pounds or something. That would make sense to me. Yeah, Twitch just does go crazy with the ads, unfortunately. Okay, so, today we have to level the lathe, or at least begin the process of doing so. And what leveling means for a lathe is Actually, let me take this off real quick so I can actually talk and point. Welcome back from Ad Hell. Hello, hello. Okay, so for a lathe, leveling means it doesn't actually matter if it's level relative to the earth. It doesn't really give a shit. What does it say? 3 inches by 6 feet is about 150 pounds to within eyeball margin of error. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what it was. That's my best guess. Because usually if you just look up like 170 alloy, it'll pull up something, you know? But it didn't pull up shit. So. Alright, so, for a lathe, leveling means, not actually physically level, like you would think of like a house level. What it means is making sure that there's no twist in the ways here. So, if this point is higher than this point, and then you clamp them together, it'll introduce a bow into it. So, you know, just like a home. How do I demonstrate this? It can do weird things to the shape of it. So it'll do things like this, or it'll do like, or it can twist also. So where this area is going to be tilted to one side or the other, and then as you go across, you're not going to get a straight part. You're going to get something else, and it's a problem. Hey, Captain in the Dream. Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. Or no, that's not what 3 stream streak. Holy shit, I'm so tired. The towel would demonstrate it well? Oh, you're right. Yes, excellent point. How do I mean, kinda. Yeah. So yeah, if you want your lathe bed to be flat like this, but if one side is crooked like this, it'll twist. This is an excellent demo. Thank you for the idea. Or if it's, or it can bow in the center like this, or it can do all sorts of funky shit. And basically, you just need to make sure that it is nice and flat, like it's supposed to be, so you can get a good part out of it. TTS AI and integration with Switch, it wouldn't be crazy. I know it's not crazy, it's just I don't know how to do it. You would have to learn. Like, I've got other projects to do. That's the problem. It's like, I have these really funny ideas that I think would be really fun to have as Twitch integrations and as, like, just stream projects. But I have longer-term projects that I actually need to be working on, so I don't know how we're gonna balance that. But, like, I had another idea, too, actually. This one will be really, really funny. So you guys know the VTuber thing, Tits, the Twitch integrated throwing system, which is like, you know, someone donates a bit and then it like throws a little thing at the VTuber model and the VTuber model goes, or whatever, you know? It would be really fucking funny, if I gave you guys, if we made Tits IRL and, you know, all of the jokes that come with, haha, tits, let me show you my tits. And then it's just, but anyway, I think it would be so fucking funny if I gave you guys a little catapult, or maybe, I think the easy thing would be like a little airsoft gun, that uses like, maybe even flywheels, but, it's that it can just like be a little thing. But I think it'd be really funny if it was an actual catapult, so it's a proper throw, that rather than like a gun, because I think that would be funnier. But just having that as a stream thing would be so fucking funny, and it would be really, I think it'd be awesome. I just, it would be really good. They'd have to figure out a way to track me, like, throughout the garage. And actually, that leads me into something else, that I learned about. Man, I'm burning through all my stream topics in, like, 5 seconds. So now I'm gonna have nothing to fill dead air. Oh well. That does lead me into something else that I learned about recently, which are PTZ cameras, which I didn't know was a thing. I didn't consider it. I guess I knew they were a thing. I forgot, and I did not consider that they were gonna be commercially available, but a PTZ camera is a point tilt zoom camera. Sorry, no, pan tilt zoom camera. So it's basically just a camera on like a little gimbal that you can mechanically or that you can electronically control to point wherever you want. And it turns out those cameras are not that expensive, and some of them have some really sick features. Like some of them have like person tracking and also gesture control, which is really sick. I don't know how well it works. I don't know how well any of it works. I don't know if it would work with me in a mask or not, but I should get one of those because I'm sick of playing cameraman over there. I mean, I would still have to play cameraman, but like, I don't know. I should really what I should do is get a dedicated stream setup that I don't touch. But the problem is my space is tiny. Yeah, the best thing to do would be like what Uwo's lab does, which is he has like one camera pointed at the bench, as like a hand cam, and then he has one pointed at like the big workbench for the end result project. And I think he might have a couple other cameras, but it's those two main ones. But that would be the best thing to do. But yeah, my space is so goddamn small, and I don't own most of it, so that becomes an issue. I think once we get the lathe situated, I could probably hook up a lathe cam, like, well, hell, I don't know how I would do that. Because the problem is, it's really hard to show what the hell is going on, and also for me to be able to see what's going on. And I am not playing I'm not playing lathe with a delay. I'm not doing that. You can't make me. Maybe you could make me. That would be funny. No, I would blow something up. No, we're not doing that. Anyway. Back to the goal for today. So, in order to level this thing, you need to shim it. Some lathes have like proper adjustment features with like set screws and stuff that you can use to just like thread them in and out and then lock them in place to adjust the level. This one has none of that. It has shims. And I can also see, am I gonna get lathed? Maybe, we'll see. Use a 360 camera? Oh my god, that'd be kind of sick. I'm not doing it, but that would be kind of sick. I can see that the previous owner shimmed it. These two parts are actually, they're two parts. So we have the lathe bed here, this casting, and then we have a foot casting here, right? So there's a line right here that I don't know if you can see. But there's a seam there, and then likewise over here. And I can also see the bolts, but I can't access them, because they're small. They're flathead screws, because, of course. So, there's a big gap where the previous owner shimmed them, and then he painted over it, because there's paint in between the gap, which is uncool. Basically, I don't trust this thing to be level. I don't remember how to level the lathe. I meant to look this up yesterday, but I did not. But really, I think having a massive gap under there is a problem. It's almost certainly warped, and by almost certainly, I mean it's guaranteed warped. From being unbolted and rebolted to the stand. And also just over time, it's a wooden stand. So it's definitely warped, just moisture, expansion, contraction stuff. Excuse me. So what I think we should do is, should I? What I think we should do is unbolt it. There are just 4 bolts holding it down to the tabletop here. So what I'm thinking is I just unbolt it here. I lift up this table. It can actually go higher than this. I just didn't pick it up yet. I think it goes to about here. And then I just slide it over onto the table and then go from there. Problem is, it's fucking heavy. It's a whole lot less heavy than it was when I initially got it here, because, like, you know, half of the thing is fucking missing because I took it off. You know, all of the spindle assembly is all gone. The carriage is sitting on the desk right here. Tailstock is off. So it's a whole lot lighter than it was. I'm sure it's still quite heavy, so I'm a little scared of doing that. I also don't know if this is worth it. I'm now realizing I don't know if that's a good idea. So we'll see. I'm taking a drink of tea. The tea bit back a little bit. I should have left it steeping for longer. I kind of like it when it's stronger. Oh well. Maybe the first thing that we should do, actually, is check how worn the bed is. By... what's it saying? The way I've seen people level stuff, they've had the carriage on and set the level on the carriage. I've seen that method, too. I mean, we can easily put the carriage on. That's not a big deal. But the idea that I just had was... I don't have, like, a nice straight edge. I'm trying to get one of those controllable security cameras and let chat control where it points. I was considering something like that, yeah. Well, there are also, like, nicer cameras, too. Like, there was this one that I found. Hold on, let me find the link. It's in one of my tabs. One second. I mean, specifically made for streaming. I mean, some of them are made for, like, tracking people playing sports and stuff. This one's like $400 or $500, though, which, ouch. It also has a remote, which somehow the remote ups the price by $200, but whatever. Well, did that actually copy? There we go. Oop, there we go. Yeah, I mean, a chat control would be pretty funny. I think all of these we technically could hook up to chat control, which, again, I don't know how to do. I would have to figure that out. It would be pretty funny. Okay. I got sidetracked. Oh, the idea that I just had is, I have this grinding vise that I bought off of, AliExpress. Or, no, I bought it from Shaw's. It's cheap, you know, it's not a super high quality, vise, but it is a flat surface here. He's trying to start zooming in on the license plates of cars outside, yeah. I mean, hey, we've got the doors closed, it's fine. But yeah, that is the concern. It would be really funny, though. Okay, so, the idea is, we can use this guy, and the feeler gauge. Where did I put the feeler gauge? Here it is. To measure how out of whack the, bed is. Because if it's not very flat, then we'll have to do something else. We'll have to scrape it, I think. Which I don't want to do. I really don't want to do that. So, let's see here. Where are the thin ones? Ew, it's all oily. Okay. Yuck. Got that, protective oil still on it. 8 thou, 6 thou, 4, 5. And then 1.5. Wait, is that the lowest it goes? Oh, well, if it's out by 1,500, that is a big problem. I thought these went thinner than this. But yeah, being worn out by 1.5 thou is like a mile. I guess we can just take a look at it. Just visually, I can't see any light, which is a good sign. And it looks like the most worn area doesn't let the 1.5 thou really go in. There's one spot where it kind of starts. So that's actually not bad. Okay, let's move it to a different area. So basically what I'm doing right now is, we know that this is a flat surface, you know, flat, for certain values of flat. So we're using it to compare against the questionable surface, using this feeler gauge. So if I can stick the 1.5 thou shim in there, in the gap anywhere, then that means the gap is more than 1.5 thou, which would be a fucking problem. 1.5 thou is actually like a mile for flatness in this context. I thought this came with thinner shims for some reason. Okay, so it's not even starting over here, which is good. What if I go from the other side? Okay. Now let's check this side. This is not the best way of doing this. I will fully admit. This is a rather shit way of doing it. But this is what we've got. And so we're working with it. Oh. Wait a minute. It's going in. Right. Oh no, I'm a dumbass. There's a big slot on the underside that I accidentally put over the edge. You see this? There's a big slot on the side. It just went in between the slot and the casting, and I thought it was going under. But no, we're fine. Price is subverted. Oh shit, that is actually going under. Wait, why? Is there a burr still? I thought I stoned this. Here, let's break out the stones first, I suppose. Gotta be honest, 1.5 thou is pretty good compared to some of the lathes I've used. I mean, fair enough. I suppose it could be a lot worse. I guess I never measured the one at my high school, but that one I'm pretty sure was nasty. That was pretty bad. But this thing has seen quite a bit of use, so I don't know. Oh, I don't think I fully stoned this one area. Or is it just dirty? Oh, it's just dirty. Hold on, let's grab, let's see, let's grab IPA, acetone. Let's start with the IPA. Okay. Let's just wipe it clean. Just some of the grime, I think, is sticking to the stone. And the vise, preventing it from actually measuring properly. Okay. There's something going on in this area, and I don't know what it is. It's just a lot. Over here, it's really smooth to move around. It's like very low friction. But right here, right there is where it starts. There's just like a bunch of stuff. It just feels like shit. Maybe let's try acetone. I am getting grime on my hands as I wipe it away. Oh yeah, there's a lot of grime on there. Okay. Yeah, I think I just didn't clean it enough. Hopefully. Oh yeah, that's much better. Well, it is better. I can feel like a sticky spot right there, but I do not know what could be sticking. You know, I think it might actually just be better to just fucking send it. And then level it with the carriage on properly. And honestly, I don't know how much precision work I'm going to be doing here. Hey Reptile, how's it going? What? The double text is fascinating. How often do you flatten your stones off? These are freshly lapped. I actually spent like quite a while on stream and off stream lapping them flat. Because at the time I did not have a surface grinder. But now I do. So, that's nice. Now I don't have to do that. Although, we still need to... I need to finish the extra arbors that I'm making so that I can actually dial in the diamond wheel and get these things flat. So they're only lapped flat on one side, and the grinder is... I tried for a while to dress a diamond wheel, but I realized what happened was the diameter of the mounting hole was metric. I think 30 millimeters, and the arbor was imperial at 1 1/4, and so they kind of went together, but there was so much play in it that I couldn't. It was like out by 30,000. No, it was like 15. It was out by a lot, and so dressing it was not going very well. Wait, I was flattening this. That's right. Let's drop some IPA on here. Oop, surface tension. And then let's clean some of this crap off a little bit. Oh, that was a nasty one. Yeah, I need to finish these stuff. So many projects, so little time. Okay. Yeah, there's still, like, just weird goop right here, and on both spots of the waves. That's very odd. It's not even reacting to acetone. Okay, so we're just going back and forth and stoning the waves to remove all the little burrs, because there are quite a few dings in them, just from years of use and misuse. They've gotten quite some wear and just little dings and dents. So the stones only remove material, effectively only. You know, as far, you know, I'm sure if you looked at it with like electron microscope or whatever, you're gonna see some shit, but at the levels we're talking about, it's fine. You know, we're talking sub-micron level. Who cares? Let's see. Huh, you know, maybe I bought that shim stock a little too hastily. Because so far, anyway, it looks like I might not need it. We'll find out. Okay. Although this is not leveling it, this is just checking flatness. But the flatness is not too bad so far. Knock on wood. Okay. Now we're gonna check each of the sides. Let's see, that's not really going in. Okay. And that goes in. Oh, you know what? I just realized I forgot to I forgot to actually say and make my point about why I brought up PTZ cameras. Yeah, I forgot the whole point. The reason I brought that up in terms of making the like Twitch integrated throwing system in real life is because I was thinking I could get like a cheap camera, one of those cameras that has person tracking built in, and then just like strap a gun to it and just do it that way, easy. I don't know if that would work, but if it did, that'd be sick because I wouldn't have to do like difficult work. I wouldn't have to make a vision system that can track me accurately. I wouldn't have to make the I guess movement axis that like pivots the gun and stuff around. It would just be all done for me. So if that worked, it'd be sick. Because those would be the hard parts, I think. Okay, so far, that actually is quite good. Maybe we should instead do instead of leveling lathe. Oh, by the way, I ordered I ordered tooling last night. I ordered a quick change tool post, which will need to machine the like tool post, the stud to fit. I don't know how we'll do that, but we'll do that. And then I also ordered some indexable tooling, just like the cheapo Chinesium stuff. I'm not buying Ketametal. I'm not buying high quality stuff, okay? That would cost more money than I'm worth. And then what else did I buy? I also bought, was that it? Those were the two big items. Oh, the thing I need to order still and like figure out what I need is a DRO kit. That's right. Okay, so there's that. That actually did not take very long. Now, I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind here. We need... I guess we can clean the bearings of the headstock and start getting that put back together. And say, Tagu Tech is pretty reasonably priced along with Omega. I think you pay like something like $6 an insert. I have never heard of either of those brands, actually, surprisingly enough. Let's see, Tagu Tech? No, Tagu Tech. Tagu Tech. And then Omega Cutting Tools. Okay, I will look at that. Thank you for the tip. We will have to see. Yeah, I am a cheap bastard. And also, it's not even being cheap, it's just like, holy shit, they're so expensive. The real stuff. Okay. So, let's get... okay, sorry. I was just looking at something. I'm falling apart here. Okay. Let's clean the headstock, bearings, and then I guess start reassembling some shit. So that's tip. Get you guys down. And let's get going. Why did I stop? I was so close to being done. What the fuck? Why did I stop at the point that I did? I made this into a whole thing, like, oh, Lathe-a-thon, yay, yappy, yappy. Oh, Lathe-a-thon, because this will take so many weeks. But knock on wood. Hold on. Running over to the wood. Knocking on wood. It seems like it won't be that bad, actually. So hopefully, we might be done this week. This might be a stupid ass project, or a stream goal thing. You're so happy you can take that type of stuff from work because my place will some tips way too early. Yeah, dude, that's so nice. We run them till they blow up, where I work. I mean, not literally, but sometimes literally. Okay. We got this guy, we've got our acid brush. All of this stuff. Now let me move this over here. Okay. Okay. And then where did I put the bearing? I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind just a little. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? Where the fuck did I... Genuinely, what did I do with that? Oh, here it is. Okay. It's way better to overestimate work than to underestimate it. That's true. That's true. I mean, generally I do underestimate it, so... I think I just forgot how close I was. Or also, my standards got lowered. In terms of, like, I was originally going to do, like, a complete teardown and disassembly. Well, I kind of am. But when I say that, I mean, I was going to, like, strip all the paint, do everything like that, too. And now I have changed my mind because, holy shit, that's so much work. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to get it to a place where it's functional and call it. Because no. You know, it would be cool to do something like that. Oh, wait, let's get the little mascot. Let's get a friend. How do I display friend? Let's do it like... Hold on, cameras are hard. There we go. And then if I flip the camera... transform. Flip horizontal. Transform. Flip vertical. Yeah, perfection is the enemy of good enough. Yeah, that's what I'm telling myself anyway. Oh, that's kind of a weird camera angle. Let's make this not that shitty. Hold on. Hold on. Going up. And going back down. See, the good thing about having a scuff stream is that I could just do stupid shit, and you guys somehow put up with me anyway. I don't know why, but you do. But yeah, I'm allowed to be dumb. It's great. Is this a less weird camera angle? It's more straight down. Still a little confusing. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm realizing the whole perfection is the enemy of good enough thing is really biting me in the ass in a lot of places. Because I try a lot to get... Oh, wait, hold on. I have an idea. I have an idea. One moment, please. Why? Wikipedia, you rat bastard. Hold on. Here we go. Maybe this will work? Hold on, I'm doing a bit. It is definitely worth the amount of time that I'm putting into it. Can I not copy and paste images into OBS? What the hell? Fine. Download the image. Drag and drop the image into OBS. Why is it... How do I do chroma key? Hold on. Son of a bitch. So, show transition, hide transition. This is definitely worth it. This is definitely worth the amount of time that I'm putting onto it. Filters, plus, chroma key, key color type, custom color, select color, black. Oh god. Why did it just make that disappear? What? Pick screen color. Oh, hell almighty. Select color. What the fuck am I doing here? Guys, if you couldn't tell, I've never done this before. Color key? Select color, black. Did that do it? That did it! I'm a genius. Holy shit. I did that live. I've never done it before. Perfect. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Nah. This is a good bit. This is definitely worth taking like 5 minutes and just muttering incoherently. Okay, worth it. Okay. Now then, let's actually do some work. Yeah, alright. So this is the acetone. This stuff, I don't know what it is. Oh, I know what the acetone is. I don't know what this grease is, because it is nasty. We were fighting it a lot yesterday. Or Monday? Whatever day it was. So, we're just gonna douse this bad boy in acetone and wipe it clean with the horsehair brush until it gives up. And I still have a cut on my finger, and that kind of hurts. Alright. Let me grab a dirtier rag that I don't... Because, like, that one is actually kind of new-ish. I don't want to just make it instantly disgusting, because I have more disgusting ones. But yeah, the whole, like, perfection is the enemy of good enough thing, it's something I really need to internalize, because I have a tendency to do that a lot, where I want everything to be perfect. And so I spend a lot of time on each aspect of, like, say if I'm designing something, I spend a lot of time on each aspect of it. And then it often ends up, I'm also bad at it, and so it goes wrong. But it takes forever for me to do it, which is a bad combination. You know, sometimes I get my shit together and it does just work, and everything does just work. But oftentimes, I end up fucking myself. Which is, as some would say, suboptimal. Let me grab a Q-tip. Streaming is like the one aspect where I'm like, it's good enough. Well, it's one of several things where my general attitude is, good enough. Or fuck it, we ball. And it's, you know, it's going a lot better. I don't know why people put up with me. I guess it's because it is a unique channel. You don't see a whole lot of this kind of shit on Twitch, mostly because it's really hard to do. It is extremely hard to, like, be a coherent human, yucky, and be an entertainer, while simultaneously doing actual work. Let's see. As I have discovered the hard way. The nice thing about doing like restoration content like this, like I have been doing, or I have done in the past, is that a lot of it is just manual labor. Go over there. Why is the camera like jittery? It's weird. So yeah, I can just like, you know, mindlessly do things while still talking. It works out okay. I think I do an okay job on occasion. Maybe sometimes if I squint. Oh my gosh, this stuff, like, you know, it. Of course, it's like 80 years old. It's like, you know, however many decades of crap. Because this thing has been rebuilt, so I don't think this is actually 80 years old. But also, holy shit, what is all of this? Because it is solidified. I don't know if you guys can tell how hard I'm pushing on it, but I am pushing quite a bit. Yeah. Let's grab isopropyl alcohol. Maybe that'll make a bigger dent in it. I don't know, copium. Oh, yeah, there were a few other things that I wanted to talk about. I wrote down, okay, one tip that I saw, or I think Ellie talked about on stream at one point, was to write down things that happened throughout your week so that you can talk about them on stream, and you can remember your stories, and it's not just like they're just gone and you had nothing happening, even though I kind of had nothing happening. But I did write down some things I wanted to talk about. Let me just pull that up real quick. Oh, holy shit. Okay, this one. Yeah, this one's pretty bad. So, I had finals week last week, I think. You know, I'm still in college, and what happened, so I had 2 classes with the final. The other ones, one of them had it happen the week beforehand, and then the last class did it, like, kind of as a cumulative thing. It was kind of weird. Anyway, so I had 2 classes during finals week that had finals, and during finals week there are no classes because you're supposed to study, and then they also just like fuck up the schedule for your finals, so it's like at a random time basically. I don't know why they do that, but that's just kind of how they do it. The whole shtick is anyway, point being, I had a weird schedule during finals week, and so I had 2 classes to do, and luckily they put each one of my classes put the it put the final on the like Canvas calendar. There's a built-in calendar that just like shows, you know, this is due date is this or whatever, you know. So you can see your assignments and when it's due, and you know how long you can procrastinate. And it's great. And luckily, thankfully, both of my classes put it on the calendar, which like they didn't necessarily have to do. You typically use that only for assignments and stuff. So that was nice of them. So I look at the calendar, and I see that my math final is at 1 p.m. on like Tuesday or something. I don't remember. And it's like, okay, yeah, sure. The university just like fucked us over and just decided that was the time for the final, whatever. Because normally that class starts at I think 11:45. Or no, that's when whatever. And so it's like, okay, that's weird, but yeah, it makes sense. That's the time for that final. And I didn't see any announcements about it on the page, and so it's like, okay, that must also be that must also be the same. It must be the same room, right? Because sometimes they'll also just put you in a different classroom because there's so many classes taking finals at the same time, and finals take longer than normal class hours. That what they'll do is, well, I assume that's the reason why they do it. But what they'll do is they'll also put you in random fucking rooms. Why is that clogged? Why is that clogged? Yeah, I gotta stop scraping stuff with these. Um, and anyway, all of that accumulates to, I assume that the final is at 1 p.m. And in the same classroom. So I get to the campus at like 12, and I go into the classroom and I study for like half an hour, and then I go into the classroom half an hour early, and I was gonna like, all right, sweet, I'm gonna study some more because I did not study the previous night, even though I know I should have. I just didn't because I knew I would have time to do it today. However, there's always a however, because nothing's allowed to be that easy. What happened was, I walk in, and I see that there are a bunch of people there, and the professor. And so I go, oh shit. Oh, okay, it must be that there's, like, some people with an extension. Like, some people have what's called, some people have extensions on the tests for, like, you know, various reasons, like ADHD or whatever. And so they've got, like, disability accommodation stuff, right? You know, fair enough. And I was like, oh, okay, these people must be taking it early. They must be starting half an hour early. So I go up to him and I was sort of, hey, is it okay that I'm in here early? And he's like, what do you mean? The test started at 10. Or sorry, the test started at 11. So, whoops. That is what is known, my friends, is what is known as suboptimal. It turns out that for some reason, the time that he put into the Canvas calendar was not the start date of the test. It was the end date. He did not mean to do this. It was an accident, and I showed him, and he was like, oh shit, my bad. Yeah, literal nightmare material, dude. I know. I was living people's school nightmares. It was crazy. It was bad, straight up bad. Wait, my phone just buzzed. Let's see. And so, thank God, this man is a saint. He's super chill. It turns out that someone else also did the same thing as me. And to be fair with him, it was the correct time for the final was listed on the syllabus. I'm just a massive dumbass and didn't check it because I saw the thing on Canvas and I went, oh, and he just almost certainly said it in class too, and I just didn't hear it, or I didn't listen and forgot, whatever. But it turns out that someone else also did the same thing as me, but they realized it a little bit earlier. So they only got there 45 minutes late instead of an hour and a half late. So after the test ends, he tells the two of us to come up with him to his office in a different building, and then lets us take the test for like the full amount of time that we would normally be allotted. And while we're up there, I've been going for like 10 minutes or something. Someone else, a third person, who did the same thing as me, also walks in and goes like, hey, I just realized that I missed the final. I was waiting in the room and no one was there. So I was not the only one who did this. But like, oh dear God, I have never had my heart drop that fast, I don't think. Because like, as you said, it is literal nightmare material. I'd usually do pretty well on tests. I don't know why. I just got the good genes for test taking. But the problem is that I usually what I do is I don't study for a week because I don't, you know, it's a week away. I've got time, and then it gets closer and closer, and I still haven't studied. And so that ends up being a problem. Because what I end up doing is an hour before the test, the adrenaline kicks in, and then I like panic study. So even if I don't know the material all that well, I'll panic study, and I can usually pull it out of my ass. And I can do okay. I can do acceptably. Let's put it that way. However, because I got there an hour and a half late, I was not able to do my panic studying. And so I did not do too hot on that final. I think I still passed the class, but yikes. It was just like doubly bad for me because I not only did I like fuck up, I also did not have my normal like half hour to study, which is bad. It was bad. It was a little bit rough. And then I had to take the final in like a small room uh, with the professor just like sitting there. You know, he was doing work. So, like, it's not like he was just like staring at me or anything, but you know, it's still a little weird feeling because I'm just like the only one there. I wasn't the only one there. Like I said, there was one other person who later joined us who did the same dumbass thing, which made me feel much better about myself for doing that. But it was still quite scary, quite an experience. And then, so I mentioned that I had two finals last week, right? The other one was for thermodynamics, and this class has been really rough for me all semester. The first test I did really well, but in terms of like just academic, I guess, motivation or whatever. If three people make the same mistake, it's at least a little on the professor. It totally was. Like he totally accepted blame, at least partially for that. And like I said, he was super chill. I don't blame him too much. It was just like it's still a nightmare situation. He's a great guy. Best professor I've had for that class. I have taken that class before. The previous professor was really bad. He's really good. Like made me understand some things from previous classes that did not make that in ways that made it so much better. Anyway, he's genuinely a great professor. Just like a little whoopsie daisy. So, um, the the other final I was going to say, that's right, thermo. So I've been struggling just with motivation in this class because I've been really busy all semester. You know, I work part-time, you know, 12 or more hours a week. I'm taking school full-time. Um, and also I'm the captain or one of the leads of a robotics team, and we are in our preseason right now, which is it's not like no, it is the season. It's not like preseason, and so that means I have to first off learn how to be a lead because turns out it's very different than what I've been. I've done like some leadership stuff in the past, but it's very different. Um, at least this was. It's a lot more uh, like managerial, I guess, which is not what I was expecting when I signed up for it. A lot more bureaucratic, which I despise. It was a bit of a mistake. And it's also a lot of work. I'm still going to do it because I would be fucking things up if I didn't. Um, I do need to learn how to delegate better because I like being in the weeds a lot more. I like, actually getting my hands dirty and doing the CAD work. So I did a lot of work for that. That ended up taking a significant chunk of my time. And all of that accumulated to, I did not really do much in Thermo. And when I say I did not do much, I mean, I didn't do a single homework assignment. I always intended to, and then I never did. I would always just, like, it would be midnight the night before it was due. The way that professor did it was all of his assignments were due at 8:30, like the day or the time that classes started, which it sounds really nice, but it's also really rude because then the Canvas calendar doesn't show that it's due that night. It shows it's due the next day. Hey Ty, how's it going? Um, but anyway, so all of that accumulated to I didn't do a single home thermodynamics assignment, and but luckily that's fine because this class is a lot of engineering classes are weighted really heavily uh, towards tests and test taking, which is great for me because, like I said, I do great on tests. The problem is the first test I did pretty well. I don't remember what I got, but then the second test I got like a 30, or no, not a 30. Holy shit, no, it was a 60% or something like that. Um, and like I said, I haven't done any of the homework assignments, and those are worth I think 20% of the grade, if I remember right. And so not doing any of those, doing poorly on the second midterm, and then uh, uh, again not doing the homework, so I didn't really understand what was going on. I had like the in-class notes, um, but I didn't fully understand what the fuck was going on with them. All of that accumulated too. I needed to get a 90, like a 90 something or higher to pass the class, just to pass with a C. We're not talking I'm getting valedictorian here. I don't give a shit. uh, I'm just here to pass the class, and I don't give a damn what other kind of results I end up with. And so that means night before the final, I have not studied because again, same thing. It's like, oh, I have so much time, and also I started working a lot more because I have more time because it's finals week. uh, and now I have to basically learn all of thermodynamics in a single evening, and so naturally I like lose my shit. I'm beside myself. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna fail. Wah. Uh, Even though like it's fine. I have failed classes in the past. It's not that big a deal. You know, it makes me sad, but I have done it many times at this point. But I was just like panicking. Like, what, you're not getting to sumo cum laude? No, 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 no sumo cum laude. Sumo cum laude is for a different website. Okay. uh, the fuck, I lost my train of thought. That's something else I need to get better at with streaming, is not getting distracted. Or, well, I need to get distracted and get back on topic faster. The Oh yeah, so I needed to learn like all of thermo in a single afternoon, and I start losing my shit. Um, but somehow, and by somehow I mean using the power of stimulants, medicinal stimulants. These are prescribed. I'm not like abusing medications or anything. These are proper. Uh, this is using them as prescribed by my doctor. Oh my god, the music got paused. Fucking Discord. Yeah, drugs. Let's go. You just use unhealthy amounts of caffeine pills. Also real. Yeah, my routine for a test is I drink a coffee, and I don't drink caffeine too much, because it makes me kind of jittery and weird, and I don't like it. But that's what I do for tests because it like the panicking feeling makes me focus more. So, yeah. Anyway, I took a my doctor is amazing, and she gave me these like uppers basically, just like a little boosty type thing, which I honestly forgot about. They were from there might be some grade assignments, but generally homework is not graded and even optional. What the fuck? You wait, you don't call graded assignments homework at least? Well, I don't know if that's a nomenclature thing or a culture thing. But god, yeah, I wish that was how it worked over here, because holy shit, I hate homework so much. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I can learn the material, I despise doing the homework. Yuck. Fuck. So yeah, I take one of those little uppers, and I forgot that I had these because she prescribed them to me in like 2024 or something. It was like a year ago, like summer of 2024. I don't remember exactly when, but I was looking for an anti-anxiety thing, and I found those, and I was like, oh wait a minute, that could be great. And so I took one of those, and it's crazy how much medications will help with your ability to buckle down and lock in. Hey, Ty, thank you for the streak. Hello, hello, thank you. I don't know why I said hello. I've been talking to you for like 5 minutes, but hi. Yeah, anyway, so I managed to do it. I actually managed. The point is, the point of all of this long-ass story is, I actually managed to do it, you guys. I actually managed to pass thermodynamics. I got a 94 on that final. And it's all thanks to the power of prescription medications. Wait, how do I do a thumbs up? The cameras are hard. There you go. I mean, it's not fully thanks to that. But it's that was a good feeling. I thought I was gonna like fail that class for sure, and I was starting to feel like shit about it already. So that was a big relief. Generally possibly either exam. Huh. Yeah, that's not how it works over here. You have well, it depends. Engineering school, it seems like they weigh they weigh exams a lot heavier and projects a lot heavier than homework, but it is still graded. But for other classes, it seems like it's all homework. In my experience, especially in high school. I don't know exactly if that's a culture thing or if that's a standards thing or what the hell. I don't know how it works. I just live here. But yeah, so far I'm very happy that engineering school is a lot more chill with it. I mean, it's not chill. It's far from chill. As a non-engineer, like 80% of your grade was homework? Yes. Yeah, I'm talking university and high school here, Reptile. High school was 100% like it was all homework. University, gen ed classes are primarily homework. A lot of them don't even have tests, or if they do, they're so laughably easy that I forgot about them. Okay. The final for my economics class, that's the one that I forgot about. That one took all of 15 minutes, and it was like a multiple choice. It took less than 15 minutes. He gave us half an hour or 45 minutes or something. Or we could have taken the full 2 hours if we wanted, but he was like, if you want to get it done before finals week, you can. So I did, because why wouldn't I? I did not study. It was like 15 questions, and it was all multiple choice. It was super easy. Teachers trying to help relieve test anxiety being a problem, so they had a bunch of homework flexible pretty much anyone. Is that what it is? I don't fucking know. Do we have really homework in high school? Yeah, that's not how it works over here. Wow, holy shit, I want to go to Europe like 20 years ago. That's fucking crazy that you don't have homework. I hate this place. I hate it here. Holy shit, I didn't know that was a US thing. I thought this was just everywhere. What the fuck? This is fucked up. You know how much I've struggled with homework? Holy shit, that's insane. Oh my god. This fucking country, man. This homework is checked, you still have to do it and you get in trouble. Okay, it depends on the teacher. Some of them will just check it and not grade it. Some of them will do it, or will grade it. It is somewhat dependent on the teacher. Well, over here, university professors have teacher's assistants, which are just students that they hire to do the homework checking. And then you argue with the teacher's assistant when you get a bad grade and you didn't deserve it. Or at least some people do. I don't know. I have never bothered. I've never bothered to do a regrade or check my grades. So, like, if I've probably gotten fucked over by some bad TAs a while ago, and I don't know. Your thermo locking in reminds me of the time you got high score and you're just in that. Damn. That's awesome. Good job. Yeah, sometimes I can pull things out of my ass. That's really my superpower, is pulling it out of my ass. Making it up as I go. It doesn't always work, but it does work sometimes. And when it does, it is glorious. You know, thermodynamics, if this class was Luigi wins by doing nothing. It was awesome. Because Luigi did not do anything except for have a panic attack the day before the final, and it worked. I think it's a panic attack anyway. I don't know what the definition of a panic attack is. I just felt like shit and was losing it. Alright. People thought you were bullshitting? That's awesome. How is this your polished mindset, but you're also a perfectionist? Shut your mouth. It heavily depends. On the subject for some reason. Some things I've just completely given up and I don't care. But for school, I'm like, I was a perfectionist for a very long time. Until like sophomore or junior year, when I actually got, because I had like flown through classes before that. and I didn't really give a shit. I was just like good at school, not even like smart. I was just good at school, and so I never really tried too hard in classes. If I tried, I would get a good grade, and so I would get a good grade every time just by like doing the homework and stuff. But then high school happened, and I actually started struggling with the material, and that fucking destroyed me. Because like at the time, all of my self-worth was built on like, oh, I'm so smart, I have such good grades, oh my gosh, I am the goodest boy. And so that's where all of my self-worth came from since like middle school. Actually, it's more like elementary school. And then getting to high school, and actually, and even later in high school, and then struggling for the first time, actually, it just like destroyed me. It was a bad time. And that was also when COVID happened. So it was a doubly bad time. um, the, I read chat for 30 seconds and then I got distracted. Fuck. Oh, yeah. So, anyway, that year, I failed a class for the first time, and I felt terrible, because up to that point, I had a 4.0 in my high school. And then I failed a class, and then I realized, like, wait a minute, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Nothing, the world didn't explode. Nothing happened. So that just kind of forcibly broke me free of tying my entire self-worth to school, which is, it's a good thing now. It has its pros and cons. At the time, it absolutely destroyed me because I was like, oh my god, I'm worthless. But now it means that I don't really care if I get a bad grade. Like, I don't want to get a bad grade, right? But it doesn't destroy me emotionally. But the bad part is, I also don't care enough to try a lot of the time in classes. So, that's suboptimal, but it does lead to Luigi wins by doing nothing moments sometimes. We make things work. Oh, hey, Camo. Long time no see. How's it going? So, yeah, I'm not gonna get valedictorian or whatever, but, I don't care. I'm gonna take my time. I'm going to, I'm gonna take like 6 years to finish engineering school, when I know someone who's taking 22 credit hours a semester has to get above a 3.0 to stay in the, or has to get above a 3.5 GPA to stay in their program. They're still doing it, but they're a lunatic. But I'm just gonna take forever, and I'm not going to hate myself that much. I will hate myself, but just not as much. Currently suffering at War Thunder. L. Make sure it's got booty cheeks. You never understood the GPA thing? Wait, is GPA an American institution? University doing Carlet, every assignment was homework. It got majorly agoraphobic to the point it just didn't even group and it gave up. Yeah, that's fucking real, Boulder. Yeah, GPA is an American thing. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this country. I hate this country. I hate this country. Holy shit. Oh my god, this country is so bad. Why are we like this? Why are we just like, what if we made up bullshit? What if we just did things differently than the rest of the world, and it was worse? God, I hate this place. So yeah, I'm gonna take a long-ass time to get my degree, but you know what I am doing in the meantime? But while I'm actually, what does it say? You also have advanced courses that have a higher maximum score, right? It's like, if I remember right, it's also weighted based on the difficulty of the class or how advanced it is. I don't fully remember. I don't know. I never bothered to remember after, like, sophomore year, like I say. balls. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, oh no, it's gone now. Oh, yeah. You know, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. You know, I'm taking, like, a long time to get my engineering degree, and, you know, there are other people who are passing me. You know, the guy who's taking, like, 20 credit hours, he's only 18. I think he's only 18, he might be 19, I don't remember. He's really young is the point. But he's gonna graduate with a master's, probably before I get my bachelor's. And you know, it's like, you fucker, leave. Anyway, it's making me look bad. He's a great guy, but anyway, he can speedrun that. But you know what I'm doing? I'm actually learning stuff. I am getting a, I'm actually building things, and I think it's going to make me a better engineer for it. You know, we're going into different fields, I think. He's doing more of the, leaning more into controls and stuff. And I don't give a shit, but I just want to make build stuff. But, you know, I have a whole lot more experience. I'm going to be leaving school with, like, several years of real-world industry experience from a perspective that most engineers will never see because they're too busy sitting on their asses in offices to, you know, get their hands dirty. But, you know, we take what we can get. I'll make it through. Okay, so we've got that cleaned up now. I guess it's time to... Let me wash my hands real quick. I have this, like, hand cleaner stuff, and then we can start reassembling the spindle. Or no, wait. No, we can't. I have to reassemble that in situ. Wait, what can we start reassembling? Where are we at? What are we doing? Oh, we can start reassembling... Yeah, there's some other parts we can start redoing here. Okay. Where's that hand cleaner stuff? Where the fuck is it? That's a mousetrap. That is not hand cleaner. Genuinely, what did I do with that? Did I put it in the chemicals cabinet? That would make sense, wouldn't it? There we go. It's like this waterless hand cleaner. I don't know what the hell they do with it, or what the hell is in it. It just is. Claims to be waterless. It's mostly water. It's just like wireless headphones. Or wireless any device. And it's like waterless hand cleaner. Look inside. Water. Buy wireless headphones. Look inside. Wires. I love that meme. I'm a simple man. I see meme. I like meme. Yes, this is a coherent sentence. Got a 4.0 your first semester. If only the rest of you went as well. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's put this back over here. Come here. And now, let's take this box of bullshit and try and figure out how the fuck it goes back together. Because I don't remember. Is a 4.0 perfect score? Yes, it is. So basically, if you get an A in the class, that's a 4. That's the way it works. You can have like a lower than 100% grade, but it can still be a 4.0. Oh shit! It's fine. Everything's fine. I didn't just knock over the camera. It's fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Walmart doesn't have the Christmas Cadbury egg. I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah, that's valid. I mean, it's not that weird. It makes sense that it's, there's some leniency to it. Because no mistakes would be fucking brutal. It would be absurd. Not realistic. But having it be an A, that makes sense. If you ask me. I mean, the whole thing is stupid, but, like, whatever. Okay. Let's see. You round grades to 0.1 out of 10. Dude, I don't know. Listen, I don't want to talk about the education system anymore, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh, hey, I actually labeled this one. These are the change gears. I didn't label most of them, but I labeled this one. I didn't label this one. I don't know what that is. I think that's the spindle stuff, actually. These are empty. I believe this guy goes here. Yeah, I think these are all change gears. Yeah, I think all of these are change gears. Let's put this to the side. You're at 9.7 Italy. Was that 9.7 on the Italy scale? Like, you're 9.7 Italian? You've got like 9.7 out of the Mamma Mia scale. You know, you went to the Olympics and you got a 9.7. The judges averaged out to a 9.7 when you went, when you made pasta. And yeah. Oh, War Thunder. That makes more sense. Battle record 9.7. Oh, okay. I assume that means battle record. BR? I don't know. I like my version better. I like Mamma Mia. Yeah, no, I know what autistic tape. I know what the autistic tape game is. I just didn't know anything about it. I didn't realize that's what you were talking about. Like, I knew that's what you were talking about earlier. I didn't know what the like Italian reference was. Oh, battle rank. Okay. The Mamma Mia scale. Yeah. Mamma Mia. Okay. It's like I ultrasonic cleaned all these parts, and I don't remember how they go back together, but we're gonna figure it out. So these parts, I believe, go to the back gears, which basically reduces the spindle speed even further from what it is, so you get a lower range of speeds. Tea time. Ah, delicious. Okay. Oh man, my fucking god, you rat bastard, Discord. Let me play my music. I can't even tell if it's going or not sometimes, so like, if it stops, tell me. Because I have my headphones turned down really low. Because I'm weird. Okay. We've got some Belleville washers here. There's a couple of screws, a couple of roll pins. They're not roll pins, a couple of pins. And then a couple of shims, which I believe go on here. If I remember right, these shims go here to space it out from the casting. Basically, the way that these work, I think I'm missing a gear here, actually. Hold on, let's see. If I remember right, yeah. Does this go with it? No, it does not. Okay. Does this go with it? No, it does not. And that does not go with it. Okay. Oh, well, I'll see you later, Reptile. Yeah, go to bed. Or take a shower, or whatever. Do your stuff. We will see you later. Okay, so, the way that this assembly works... God, this camera angle is bad. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. The way that this assembly works is, we have this shaft on the back side of the spindle, and it has this gear on one side, and then this gear on the other, and then there are two mating gears on the spindle itself. So imagine that the spindle is right here, okay? And then the gears on the spindle are connected to the pulley. One of them is connected to the pulley directly, and then the other one is connected to the spindle directly. And you could pull or push a pin out to either engage the one that's directly connected to the spindle can be directly connected to the pulley, and so it'll just drive the spindle at the same RPM as the pulley, or you can have the pulley send the power backwards through this gear and then back through this gear to get and then the pulley just free spins on the spindle, and then that gives you a higher reduction than what you would otherwise be able to get. Okay, capiche? Capiche? I don't know if that made sense at all. But that is the idea. So these gears can be engaged or disengaged with the mating gears on the spindle using, so they sit on this shaft, and then using this, see how there's an eccentric cam here? How it's off-center here? So when you pull this lever, pull the lever, trunk, it moves the shaft, this guy, it either moves it closer or farther away from the spindle. And so that is what engages or disengages your two gears. And now we just have to figure out how the fuck it goes back together, because I don't remember. So I know that this is this, let's see. This is what rotates. This rotates with the gears. And I believe it spins on these bushings here. And I believe it goes into this shaft. Yeah. And then there's a little oil, there's a screw, there should be a set screw that just acts as an oil plug. So let's just carefully put that guy on. I said I need a screwdriver for this anyway. Why am I doing this by hand? Okay. Screwdrivers. Where's my, like, little set? Yeah, this guy. Okay, so we've got this screwdriver and this screwdriver. Okay, and then let's also grab my whey oil. Putting you on quiet to watch the engineering ASMR slash... Wait, what? To watch the engineering AYSM slash prawn. Love your work, ready. Well, thank you, thank you. Wait, why are you putting me on quiet for that? I don't know. I'm not questioning it. I appreciate you watching, though. It does mean a lot. It is nice having people here. I don't remember if this one is whey oil or cutting oil. That one's cutting oil. I know by the colors. The whey oil, for some reason, is green. The brand of whey oil that we use. Oh, because you need to listen to radar. Oh, right, for, I forgot that you were playing War Thunder. I was like, what the fuck are you doing where you need to listen to radar? I was like, you're not getting bombed anymore. Although at the time this lathe was constructed, you were. London was, anyway. Okay. Are you saying whale oil? No, I'm saying whey oil. W-A-Y. Here, let me... Whey oil. So, it's a type of oil that's specifically designed to be kind of sticky. And so, it's very good for sliding surfaces, like what are called ways. W-A-Y. It's the sliding surfaces, like right here, of the lathe. And so it's very sticky, so it sticks to the areas and it keeps them lubricated, and prevents them from just galling and getting fucked up. And generally, you use it basically everywhere because it's awesome on a machine tool. So we're just going to put a little dab of it in here. Actually, maybe I'll wait to oil it until after I have it assembled. That would be smart. Okay, so we've got our little set screw, which just goes in this little pocket over here. And it's not a pocket, it is a hole. Come on. Okay. So that's just a cap, basically. It's not even just to cover the oil hole so it doesn't always pop out. Alright, so the oil doesn't fall out, I should say. So now, I believe, oh gosh. I need to remember how these go together. Let's pull up, let's grab the manual for this guy. Because I do not recall. Okay. Here is our antiquated manual. Let's zoom in. Wait, how is the phone battery doing? 45. We can live with that. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this thing is, it's seen better days. But, so here is the diagram of the spindle. So this is the spindle. This is the pulley right here. Let me grab a thing so I can point. So this right here, this is the pulley. You can see the 3 V grooves. Wait, this one has 4. 2, 3, 4. Wait, am I stupid? Does it have 4? I thought it had 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it does have 4. I'm just stupid. Okay. I forgot. Okay, so you can see the 4 V grooves. And so each one of these grooves can have a belt in it, and then there's a corresponding belt that goes to the motor. And so what that gives you is an option to change between 4 speeds, mechanically. Now, this guy, this is what's called, I believe, the bull gear? I don't fully remember. This is the gear that is mechanically locked to the spindle, or to the pulleys at all times. And this is the one that's mechanically locked to the spindle at all times. So, when your back gears are engaged, this small gear is engaged with the big gear over here. And so it's free spinning on the spindle, right? And so it goes to this shaft, which reduces it, and then it goes over to this smaller gear, which takes it over to the big gear again, which reduces it again. And so you get even more reduction, even though these are spinning on the same shaft. It's pretty cool. And so this part right here is what we're making. We're reassembling right here. So this is the big gear that you see. Well, you would see if it was zoomed out. So this gear right here, it goes to this guy, and then this gear is, that one is falling over, this guy. So that is what we're doing. The design of these is also kind of interesting. They used what's called Zamac, which is a special aluminum alloy that they used. It's basically die castings, from what I can tell. It's or like forced extrusion, kind of. And so it leads to some very odd designs, like this keyway here. Like you see how we have double keyways in there. You don't see that too often, because usually if you need more power than a single key can transmit, you use a spline. Or you use a better material. But in this case, they did it like this because the Zamac is too soft, but they can basically put the shapes right into it, right? So they can put this weird keyway shape directly into it without broaching it, which makes it very cheap to produce. And so that makes sense, right? Because normally what you'd have to do is like broach out a keyway and then put a piece of key stock in there and then mate it with your shaft keyway. But with this method, you can just have the keyway built directly into the part, and then just do it that way instead. It's clever. It's a little it's a clever piece of I guess cost optimization. It's smart. It works quite well too. This thing hasn't blown up yet, so it's not too shabby. Okay, now we need to just carefully fit this guy in because I don't want to force it too hard. I mean, hey Kynaps, how's it going? Okay, so need to make sure it's nice and square as it goes on. I should really get anti-seize so this doesn't happen. Oh, you forgot to buy stamps. No. Wait, what stamps? You mailing something or what? I couldn't tell you the last time I bought a stamp. Just because normally you just like take it to the post office and they mail it. Why is this not going in? Okay, there's clearly a burr on here somewhere. I don't know which part of it is the problem, though. I think it went on this way originally. Come on. I'm gonna use a little bit of whale oil. Okay, that was kind of a lot. So now we're just gonna wipe it around the shaft, and hopefully that kind of lubricates it, makes it a little easier to get on. Let's see here. I'm also lining up the set screw here in the gear with the set screw mark, just because I can. It doesn't matter too much. Christmas cards. Yeah, fair enough. Could be making coinage. Yeah, I suppose. Wait, what do you mean making coinage? Eating half a Costco poutine. Oh, that's nice. Sounds good. Okay, so you remember how I just said that we don't want to force it? Why is it so stubborn? I'm gonna grab a mallet. We're just gonna give it a little tappy tap tap. Oh, because you stamp coins. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, technically you coin coins, actually. For some reason, it's defined as a different process. Coining is a specific thing that I don't fully remember the details between stamping and coining, but it is a different metalworking process for some reason. Or it is classified as such. Okay. There's that. That's in now. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of good old brute force. And now we need to figure out what size set screw goes in that hole, because this is a random bag of garbage. Is it this one? Nope, too big. This one? Nope, too big. Must be this one. Yeah. Walgreens might have the eggs. Wait, the eggs. The eggs? Did I say something about eggs? I already forgot. I probably did, and I don't remember it. Okay. So there is that guy. The set screw is really just, it's not transmitting power like it would with a D shaft or even, yeah, like a D shaft, but it is, instead, it's just retaining the gear in place because the two keys are doing all the torque transmitting. Freddy, can I buy your eggs? No, you cannot, and that is getting clipped. That's a quote. Yeah, that's going straight to the quotes channel, my dude. There you go. You've been sentenced to Quote Town. Coining typically requires higher tonnage presses than stamping because the workpiece is elastically deformed and not actually cut. Oh. Interesting. You're looking for eggs, for Cadbury eggs. That makes more sense. That makes much more sense. I forgot that you were looking for eggs, for Cadbury eggs. I was like, did you mean send this to, like, someone else to... Was this your grocery order, buddy? I understand now. It all makes sense. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now. Okay. Now, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put a little bit of whale oil on the shaft and try to get it to go in a little easier, and hopefully it'll come off easier too, if I ever need to do that, which hopefully I don't. Okay, so I can see the set screw mark here is actually angled. You can tell, here, let's see. You can tell that the set screw is angled. I have a zoom function. What am I doing? Zoom. Okay. So you can tell that the set screw is at an angle because the mark it makes doesn't have a full circle. You can see that it's just like a little crescent moon right here. Why is that so low res? Whatever. Hopefully you can tell that it's a half circle instead of just being like a full indent from a set screw. And that lines up with the angled set screw that we have in this gear. You can see, hopefully it's at an angle relative to the shaft. So yeah, that's how I figured out that it's supposed to go this way. So let's see here. Just carefully. Okay. Got it on anyway, got it started. Let's grab mallet and zoom you guys back out. I understood the reference. I just think it's funny, and I decided to put it in the quotes channel anyway. Okay, that's not really working. Let's go this side. There we go. Moving. Okay. Okay, there's that guy. Now let's grab the set screw, which I presume is this size. Yeah, it's gotta be this size. The distant sounding thoughts of from the mullet. Yeah, I like the from the mullet better. That's actually way funnier. We should all have different. People's hairdos should make different noises depending on what style it is. So like mullets make a thudding noise. Bob cuts make, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this bit, but yeah, it's a sick mullet, bro. You know, business in the front, party in the back. Yeah, noise suppression does weird things to the noises from this from work. This kind of work, I mean. Yeah, hello. Hey, Runic, how's it going? There we go. Okay, get that in there. Okay, tighten that down a bit. Going well, just vibing. Oh, Walgreens is eggless. No. No. Whatever shall we do? How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. We're just working on reassembling the lathe. I'm realizing, like, I don't think there's actually going to be as much content to doing this as I thought. Which is good, because it means that there's less work to do, but it's also bad because I made, like, a Lathe-a-thon as a thing. And now I don't know what to do. And now maybe my content is gone. We'll see. Where the fuck are those? Let's zoom back in so you guys can see it. Okay. So there are these thrust washers, or these spring washers, I should say. Oh no, that's for, it's talking about the headstock here. It could just end at day 3. Yeah, it might be. Just start using the lathe to make things, show off what you could do. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. I have the tooling coming in, I think, Friday, or it might be Monday. I don't remember. Let me see. Okay, let's find, here's the back gears page. What's the sensors? Wait, what's sensors? Was I buying sensors? I don't remember buying sensors, but that doesn't mean I didn't. Okay, so this explains how the back gears work. This is the finished assembly. You can see it here. Yeah, the bull gears keyed solidly to the spindle. The small gear are fastened together. They can rotate on the spindle unless it's doing that. Okay. And then, yeah, this thing is seen better days. Okay. Small gap back here. Back here, drive function, drive. Back here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, was getting sensors for positioning or something. Oh, you mean a DRO? Yeah, digital readout. Yes, I need to buy that too. That I haven't actually bought that yet. I need to research what exactly I need. Yeah, that'll be separately. That'll be a later project, I suppose. I mean, I guess we can tack it on as part of the Lathe-a-thon. Okay. There's this. It doesn't actually show how it is assembled, which is very annoying. I think that these washers go on the shaft, and I don't know where. I want to say that they go here, like this. So, okay, let's zoom out so I can explain what I'm talking about. So, these are what are called Belleville washers. Actually, let me zoom back in so I can show you what I'm talking about. So you see how they're all, it's a weird shape. It's not flat, right? It's like a potato chip. But that's actually that's actually intentional. It's not a, like someone just bent it during shipping or whatever, right? This is an intentional feature. So it's a spring. So it tries to stay in this shape. And so when you compress it, it'll act as a spring force and push out on these outer surfaces. And so that'll keep things apart. Or, it'll do springy things, but in a very convenient shape. So I think that the way that these are supposed to work, if I'm not mistaken, which I very well could be, it is not very well diagrammed, and I did not pay attention. It is a bit confusing. I don't know what this part does. But I think what they're for is they go in... They space things apart. That's what they're for in this case. I just don't know where. Which is the very scientific answer, but that's the answer. That's what we've got. Okay. So I know that this guy goes onto here and helps with the eccentric motion. Or maybe it goes onto this one. Yeah, it must go onto this. Wait, what the fuck? Why would it go onto that one? Wait a minute, am I dumb? I am dumb. Yes, okay. So this guy goes onto here, and then it rides inside of this. Or maybe... I think... Okay, wait, we're figuring it out. I think this guy goes here. Okay. And then... this guy goes here. And then this guy goes here. Nope. This goes here. This goes here. Like so, like that, maybe? And then we tap the pins in to connect them. And then... Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. So, then there's this, and then I don't know what the fresh fuck these are. What does the manual show about this? Not a whole lot, is the answer. It shows these threaded holes, but they are empty in this picture. Let me see. Wait, is that supposed to be a second shaft collar? What the fuck? I think these are shaft collars here. But I only have one. In this bot.
Is there a second one somewhere else that I just, like, put somewhere else for some reason? Wait a minute, let me look around real quick. So, I think these shaft collars are supposed to go in between to space the components out. Maybe? I'm not totally clear. Let's see, that's part of the spindle. That's not it, that's part of the spindle, this guy... Yeah, what the shit? I'm either dumb... or dumb. I'm just dumb, that's the answer. I don't know anymore. Well, yeah, what the fuck else would I have done with that? Okay. Let's take a look at some of these parts, and so let's see where the set screw marks are. Okay, so I see a mark from a set screw here, which indicates that this shaft collar was supposed to go here. Okay. So, figured that out. And now, does this part have a mark from a set screw? It does. Oh, shit. So that means I lost a shaft collar. Ah, fuck. How did I do that? Oh my god, I have brain damage. You guys, they're both in the box. How? Oh my god. They're right next to me. Holy shit. How am I, like, a functional human being sometimes? Holy shit. How am I still alive? I've got, like, the dinosaur brain, you know, don't move, your vision is based on movement. God damn. Okay. Okay, mystery solved. Okay. Dumbass. Okay, so I know that this goes in here. Is this a tapered hole? I don't know. We know this guy goes in here. And then one of these pins goes in to lock it together. I don't know which side they go in from. I don't think it matters, though. Okay. Let's go with this side. Okay, this goes into the hole. No, why would I do it from that side? That would be dumb. Let's not do it from that side. Oh, that's why I would do it from that side. Yeah, okay, we should do it from that side. Never mind. So these are tapered pins. They're not like fully tapered, but they're what are called fluted pins, and so they have flutes, little grooves cut in them going up the length, and so that means that they have a taper to them. Stop moving. And so if I put them in this way, right, the large side of the head is going to be stuck in the material over here. But if I put them in the other way, when I go to remove them, if I were to go to remove them, I would have to tap the large side all the way through this hole, which would be a miserable experience. So we're not going to do that. We're thinking ahead. Okay. So now we gotta grab a pin punch. That's too large. That one is also well, it's kind of large, but it'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So let's see, mallet. Okay, and then we've got our shaft, which is gonna go through to right there. And I tapped the pin too far. Oh, shit. Now I need to tap it back the other way now. Come here. How am I gonna do this? Do I even have one that's small enough? Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Shit, shit, shit. Shit, 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 shit. Shit, shit, shit. Balls, okay. Just dump it all. Fuck it. God damn it, this one's too short too. How did I do this before? I had to get him out somehow. Let's see. Nope, that's also too large. God fucking damn it. Sorry, just checking on something. Okay. Sorry, my bad. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it. We gotta find a punch that will let me get this fucker back out. And it looks like I don't own one, but I must have. How the fuck did I get this out before? I wonder if it was put in the other way. And so I just tapped it through. How did I do this? You know what? Vice grips. Vice grips are the answer, I think. Let's grab them. Okay. So. Alright, just heard the music for once. Okay. So we're gonna just pop. Yeah, pop this guy back out. I don't know why I was struggling so hard. Okay. And now. We've got to get this guy aligned somehow. Because it is. The way that they did this was kind of stupid. Oh, maybe I should do it from this side, because then... Yeah, I should do it from this side, because it's really easy to align. Okay. Let me grab a proper hammer. This sucks. Do-do-do. Okay. Now then, this guy. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. By high precision device, I really need to get a proper at some point. God damn it. Ow, that's my fucking finger. Ow. Okay. Balls. I'm dropping everything. I'm falling apart, you guys. Holy shit. Okay. Let's clean up a little bit so it's not as awful to work with. Put these back in the jar. Let's use that punch. Put all of you fuckers away. Okay. Now then. I need a solid surface that is not made of plastic. Even though it's just gonna bounce back because most of it's made of plastic anyway, but we're gonna grab a scrap piece of wood and use that as our backer board for tapping this in. Okay. Take this guy. Why does this not go in at all? Huh, that is concerning. Should I be going in the other way? Okay, let's try taking it back out. Which went so well the first time. Ah, okay. What if I... Are the holes different sizes? What the fuck is going on here? Okay, this way goes in easier than this way. Okay, this guy goes in easily. What about... That struggles. This is also struggling. What the fuck is happening here? Okay, so I'm trying to decipher which orientation that this came in originally. This is so loose that I just, like, fell in. What about this one? There are two pins, there are two holes, and there's no distinct orientation for either of them, so I'm trying to figure out which way it goes. It looks like this hole is just larger, and the pins are the same. Okay, that's unfortunate. It doesn't tell me shit. Is this pin bent? Oh shit, this pin is bent. I think. It's really hard to tell. We might need to replace that. Oh man. I might have bent it while I was taking it out. Okay. So this one goes in up to right about there. And this one goes in... goes a little bit more. Let's try it like this, I guess. I pushed it too far again. I have brain damage. I don't know how Ori does this. Like, things that require mental effort and, like, keeps a coherent conversation going. This shit is hard. Because I am just, like, deadly focused on this right now. I don't know how Ori is so good at this and, like, maintains a healthy chat. Because chat has not moved for, like, 20 minutes over here, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to improve this. Fuck. Shit's hard. Let me see here. Okay. Now we're going in. Now if it would continue to go in, that would be pretty sick. I don't know if it will, but it could. Fuck. I missed. I mean, it's going in, it's just not very fast. Okay, cool. Got that side in. And now the struggle is going to be, we have to pass this. Oh shit, wait, let's check the manual real quick. Make sure I don't do this wrong. That would be tragic. Okay, so what we need to do is, oops, we need to put the pin on the, oh wait, what the? How are you supposed to do that? Oh, yeah, no, that's right. We have to put the pin on the other side, over here. Sorry, over here. With brain damage. We have to put the pin over here. Wait. Oh, fuck. I should have... Oh, balls. I assembled it in a really stupid way that's going to make it basically impossible. Wait. No, how the fuck are you supposed to assemble this? Oh boy, okay. I'm confused about the order of operations here. Because this bearing block has to go on here, along with a shaft collar. So this shaft collar has to go on, right? And then along with a spring washer here. Okay, so all of this has to go on. And on this side, we have the handle. So this has to go on. But also this bearing block has to go. And the shaft collar? How am I supposed to get this in the bearing block and tap it in? Oh, I'm not supposed to... The answer is I'm a dumbass. Unfortunately. I should have tapped in the handle side first. And then... when I put... then this side would be free. Yeah, I should have put the handle side on first. Fuck. Okay, let's take this off again. Aw, man. Yeah, because it's not going to be possible to assemble otherwise. God fucking damn it. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Pop that out. Okay, so now we need to put this in first, methinks. Wait, which side does it go in? Oh, it goes in this way, much easier. A little bit too easily, in fact. Fucking shit. Mike's dumb. Mike's dumb. I'm dumb. I think I'm dumb. Okay. So this guy goes in here, right? Okay, so we have one pin in, right? And then we tap that in. Let's grab a pin punch. Come on. Go in the hole. Do you guys even tell what's happening right now? I don't know if any of this is coherent. Oh well. It's okay. We live and learn. We make it work. Okay. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, hammer time for free. Hey, Alex. Yeah, I just had to undo and then redo something because I have brain damage and I did it in a stupid order. That meant it would be impossible to assemble otherwise. Yeah, fuck. And there goes the shaft collar. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Just wondering, does your place work with Inconel? Yes. Occasionally. It's happened a couple of times anyway, in the time that I've been here. I didn't work with it personally. It was relegated to someone else, but yeah, they had a bad time. Well, it wasn't a bad time. It just like it took forever, and they ate through a bunch of tooling. So, you know, normal Inconel stuff. I mean, it was not my purview. Unfortunately, I kind of wanted to play with it. I do have a piece of Inconel that I got from my mystery metal dealer, though. That didn't know what it was. So I have that as an option for something if I ever decide I hate myself that much. So that's cool. Okay, now I need to... I think it left a burr here, so I need to file that down a little. Okay. So now, can we assemble that? There we go. Okay. So now that goes on. Now we put our shaft collar on, along with a spring washer, wave washer, Belleville washer, whatever you want to call it. I don't give a shit. Okay, and then this goes over here. Or is it supposed to space it away from the gears? No, it's definitely supposed to be. You started a new job. New job is a nightmare. Got to take 400 kilograms off the build before you get to finishing. Holy shit! Wait a week and a half. Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds about right. Jesus Christ, that's a ridiculous amount of material removal. This is why machining is not an efficient process. You caught a bow sub? Hell yeah, dude. Nice. Lucky duck. Okay. I think the wave washers actually go on over here. So this guy goes here. Goes right here. I said it goes right here. If it would go, if there wasn't a massive burr. Go on the hole. Go on the shaft, you rat bastard. Alex, we don't do a whole lot of, like, massive jobs like that. It happens occasionally, but usually we do things that are on the smaller side, you know, or medium. Not like 400 kilograms of material removal type of jobs. Just not our niche. We don't have the machinery for it. However, that being said, we did just get a contract. We are currently working on a job to rework 20,000 parts. And each one of the bundles of 50 parts weighs 1,500 pounds. And it's at the capacity of our overhead crane. It's a ridiculous job. It's even more ridiculous because of the original customer, the original company who fucked it up for our customer. Actually, I kind of want you to take a guess at who fucked it up because I think it's hilarious. Because it is. Oh, I think it's ironic anyway. I think that's a better way to put it. But I think it is very funny. Because to be clear, these people, they fucked up 20,000 parts, right? And then they delivered them to the customer. And they made them in Poland, so it doesn't, and they delivered them to us in America. All your jobs are massive, but the sink canal is killing tips after every cut. That sounds about right. The rework jobs always come with extra shit you won't expect. Oh, absolutely. Well, we know what's going on with these. These are actually fairly simple reworks. They just have to be basically made more round with in a die that we made, like a press, just a little hydraulic die. Hydraulic press die that we just like smush them on because it doesn't actually, they just need to be somewhat round to do their job. Oh shit, hey, Ori, hello, thank you for the follow. Nope. Thank you for the raid. Oh my god, I'm such ask this, hold on, slash, shout out, Oriana, Aura. Hello. Hey everybody, my name is Reddy. I'm a little alien VTuber. Look, I got a friend. I got a little mascot now. Yeah, I do a lot of makers and crafting stuff. So lately we've been working on my lathe. It's a 1940. We actually found the birthday engraved on the bearings. It's a 1944 lathe, and it's it needs some work, but we're working through it. It's actually not as bad as I thought when I started this project, so we'll take that. But yeah, I found this. I found myself at the grocery store. They turned me into a marketable plushie. But yeah, how's the Lathe-a-thon day 2 going? It's going pretty good. We're reassembling this part of the spindle, tailstock gears part thingy. Here, this doesn't describe it at all. But this is the manual. It's it's old from 1940, so it's got some damage to it. But this is the part that we're reassembling right here. Let me grab a pointer. You want to get a lathe, but know nothing other than to be useful for some stuff you make? Yeah, they're very useful. They're very cool. Highly recommend. Get one. I will be the little devil on your shoulder telling you, get one. Ooh, get one. It won't be that expensive. Ooh. And then that's how they get you, and that's how you sink like millions, not millions. That's how you sink like thousands of dollars into a cool new hobby. But so this is the part we're reassembling right here, which is not very. This is not a very descriptive image, but this is what we're doing. Just this part right here, and this attaches to the spindle, and it reduces the speeds. Get a lathe from Gov Sales. Yeah, that's a good way to do it too. And tooling is what gets you. It absolutely is. You can easily spend more than you bought the machine for. I already have, actually. I just did that for this guy because I got it for $300. So, for a used machine, that's a lot easier too. But, and when Reddy says where he got the mascot from, do they have any sexy versions? What? No, there are no sexy versions. There are no sexy versions of my mascots. What do you want me to, like, a Sharpie little a bikini on him? What do you want? You need too many specialty auto parts tools to have space for a lathe. Hey, that's what you think. No. That's the thing. With the lathe, you can reduce your inventory of specialty auto parts tools because you can make them. You can just make them. And if you'll save money. Wink, wink. You'll definitely be saving money by making your own tools. I promise. It will go great. Nothing will go wrong by making your own tools. You can't make an engine stand with a lathe? Okay, that's because you're a coward. Yes, you can. You'll need a welder too, but yes, you can. You make some parts of it. You can absolutely make some parts of it with the lathe. Oh wait, let me do the whole thing. Let's see. Ori, thank you so much for the raid. If you have to raid and run, that's cool. But if you want to stick around, that's cool too. Whatever the fuck people who are good at this actually say. I'm such ass at this. Yeah, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, a lot of you guys probably know me already because I don't shut my mouth in chat when I am there. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to it. So this little wave washer needs to go on here. Wait, no it doesn't. Am I stupid? Almost certainly. Okay. So basically we need to tap this pin. Hold on, how do I orient this properly? So this is far, and this is close. So this is far, this is close. This is far, this is close. Wait. I need to make sure that I do not orient them backwards, because if I orient them differently, then it'll bind and not go work. I think I did it right. We'll see. Okay. So, I'm a little dumb. A little oopid. Okay, this goes here, right? Shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, so this is close, this is far. Okay, so the shaft needs to be at this side right now. Yeah. Okay, so the shaft needs to be right here. I don't think that was not very descriptive, but honestly, I'm confused too. So, welcome to the club if you are. Yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna do the tappy tap tap with the hammer. And we're not gonna fuck it up, right? Wait, oh wait, I can dry fit this to make sure I did it right. Hold on. So if I hold both of these stationary, did I do it right? So the way that this is supposed to work is it's supposed to move it back and forth, like forwards and backwards to engage and disengage the gear teeth. So I'm just trying to visually make sure I assembled this correctly. Hold on, let me grab a couple of blocks to prop this up on so I can actually see what the hell's going on. Ow! I just stabbed myself with a splinter. Rude. Ow. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna prop this guy up as if it was on, actually, like, built in. Holy shit, talking is so hard, you guys. Yeah, it works. Okay, cool. I didn't fuck it up, I think. Yeah. Okay, so it's moving it up and down right now because of the orientation it's in. But that indicates that we assembled it correctly. Cool, so now... how do I fucking... There's no good way to do this because it is a very weird shape. Okay, so... Go. Fuck. All right. Um. Oh, you know what? Actually, this is a great time for me to. I'm gonna crowdsource ideas. So we have a bunch of people in chat right now, right? Um. So I had this idea for a game that I could play on stream with some people, like some friends, some streamers, and I'd like to get your opinions and also crowdsource some ideas for it. So let me start by trying to explain what the fuck I'm doing, which I'm bad at this. I'm bad at explaining, so bear with me here. Okay. So the concept is, if you're familiar with Hermitcraft, it's similar to Stat Poker from I don't remember how long ago that was. I knocked over the camera. Okay. The idea is it's an icebreaker game. So you play poker basically, where you have you have a set of chips, and you can raise, bet, call per turn, right? Except instead of having a normal hand, it is a set of questions about your life, right? It's like an icebreaker game, so you can learn more about people, right? And then you lie. That's the whole shtick, is that you can lie to people. Is this the right window? Wait a minute. Notepad. Let me pull it up here. That's not it. Sorry, give me 1 second. I am a little stupid. Okay. So, does everyone see that? Does this make sense to everyone, or am I just like a raving lunatic here? So the concept is, instead of having a normal hand like you would with poker, is you ask people questions and then you bluff based on your actual life. So, for example, if I was to ask people, like, how many people do you follow on Twitch or Twitter? Doesn't matter, whichever. And let's say the other person says 150, whereas mine is 102. I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass here, right? Then basically the person with the larger number wins, right? They have the better hand. And so then we would play based off of that information. And so if I know more about the person, then I can have an advantage because I know roughly what they're like. So I could guess that they have they have more they spend more time online, and so they probably have more people followed. Does that make sense to everyone, or am I a raving lunatic? I would genuinely appreciate feedback on this because I'm struggling with explanations. And when I say I am struggling, I mean I always struggle with it. I'm bad. I notice a distinct lack of movement in the chat, but I would genuinely help, because I'm bad at this. So we have a few different ideas here. I talked about this on my previous stream, 2 streams ago. I don't know. And we were kind of talking about it. So I think one that's really funny is most expensive mistake. It's like, what's the biggest thing you fucked up? I like that one a lot. Because for some people it might be millions of dollars if they run a government contract or a business or whatever, or for me it's $600, which is still a lot of money because I blew up a PC, and you can get stories based on that. It's kind of a funny idea. The idea is to basically get a bunch of these cards and these ideas, and then I would put it into Tabletop Simulator on Steam, which is, if you're not familiar with it, it's a tabletop simulator. You play board games. So you can make your own board games, and people made Monopoly and all the standard ones, and so, oh fuck, I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. And so I would put these into Tabletop Simulator, and then we could play virtually and still have fun. You're not proud of this, but most expensive mistake of yours was $5K. Oof. Yeah, machining will do that to you. Yeah, I think mine was somewhere around the $600 to $800 range, which I blew up a spade drill. but because I was too busy cleaning, so I didn't hear it blowing itself to pieces. And then another one was I tried to disassemble a mini PC, and it turns out it used liquid metal thermal paste, and I didn't know that, and so I wasn't very careful, and that got all over the CPU pins and fried it. That one was like $600, reportedly. I did not know that. I thought it was like 200, and then I learned that after the fact, and I was like, oh, shit. But yeah, machining will 100% do that to you. The mistakes add up real fast because everything is so expensive. Oh, we've got ads starting in 1 minute. I repeat, ads starting in 1 minute. I don't normally call that out. I just kind of decided to. Don't ask. I just did. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a fun idea. Let me pull up something else. We'll see. Oh yeah, something else this is really stupid. Something I realized, wait, was it, managed to break your parting blade, bend the parting blade holder, bend the tool post, and to knock the turret out. Okay. What do you mean bend the tool post? How, okay, that's an impressive one. Because breaking parting blade makes sense, I can see that. Bending the parting blade holder, a little trickier, but I can see it. Bending the tool post, what? And then knocking the turret out, like that happens all the time. We actually had to realign it like last week on my lathe. But what the fuck? How is that possible? To bend the tool post? Or full rapid into stock. I mean, I figured, but like, are we talking about the turret? Or like, when you say tool post, what are we talking here? Are we talking like a, like a traditional turret lathe? Like CNC turret lathe? Because I guess I can see it if you mean like it deformed the tool post that was holding the parting blade holder. That would make sense. But like, if you manage to bend I don't even know how thick a piece of cast iron. Like, it's also usually cast iron. Like, how do you bend cast iron? At least I think they're usually cast iron. That was my understanding. I don't really know, but yikes, that's a bad one. A CNC turret lathe, a twin spindle, so it had a low-profile steel tool post for parting between spindles. Oh, I see. Interesting. I've never seen that. Oh no, I have seen that. I know what you're talking about. Huh, interesting. I think the most expensive mistake that I've seen at my company, I mean, it's either going to be one of the machine repairs that happened because one of my coworkers is a dumbass. Well, was a dumbass. He quit later, but unrelated. But he mangled the spindle of our DMU, and now it's all sorts of out of whack. But our boss is like kind of in denial about it, so we haven't fixed it. But the big one that I can put a monetary value on is we have these parts that are they're just motor stators, like big induction motors. So it's basically just a massive pipe. I think 15-inch diameter. No, that's not right at all. It's got to be 8-inch inner diameter. It's large. No, it's larger. It might be 15. I'll look later. Anyway, it also has these two bores on the either side, other than just the main bore going through it. It has two counter bores on the either side, and basically when we were putting it in the lathe, it turns out that one of them was not concentric. Like the fixture was out of whack or something. And so what happened was we didn't realize it at the time. And so my coworker ran all of them, and it was fine. And we don't the way it works for this customer is we make the parts, like they give us the castings, we make the parts, and then we ship it all the way to Australia for them. And one of your expo works demanded rapid into the chuck with a live holder hard enough to shift the spindle by about 2 millimeters. Oh my god. Whoa. That's a bad one. That's, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, anyway, so these things weren't concentric, so, and we send them overseas, and we, like, months later, but it turns out that they were not concentric and they did not fit anymore, and no one noticed until the customer tried to assemble them, and then they called us and were like, hey, what the fuck? And so that was a $30,000 scrap of all of those parts. Yeah, that's a bad one. That's a... Luckily, it's not like that customer can go anywhere else because no one is going to be willing to put up with their bullshit. So we still have them. Because they are bullshit. They do a lot of stupid designs that are just like, what the fuck is this? And then it's also like sand cast aluminum, which is nasty. He downplayed it so you didn't realize how fucked the machine was. So you're running the machine trying to pass the part to something was scoring the fuck out of the part. Oh my god, that's bad. Okay, lying about it is so much worse than just doing it. That's, yikes. Oof. Yeah, especially if it's bad enough to miss a line to score the subspindle. That's yikes. Ooh. That's a bad one. Fuck. Yeah, ever since we had that incident with like the 30K scrapped scrapped parts, we implemented a second inspection process, which honestly I don't think would catch that mistake anyway, because like it's a weird concentricity error, and I don't think the guy who normally does the inspecting would catch it. But you know, it's the thought that counts. Or sometimes it's not even the one guy inspecting it. It's like he'll have it rotate between people. So, woo, it's a different person than the person who made the part inspecting it. And so sometimes I'll be doing some of the inspections. Sometimes he'll do them. Sometimes some other people will do it. But we have a dedicated process now. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. And you know, we haven't had a bad part go out to a customer for a while, I don't think. So that's good. Yeah, that one is nasty. One of your favorite ones was program error, where you decided to use a tool build that was, oh god, a 600mm long HSK 100 with back end with C8 adapters. And you were turning a hardened steel so the tool had some flex and ended up snapping a C8 tool extension. Holy shit. That's just impressive. Oh my god. Oh my god, those things are solid too. Oh my god. Wow. And yeah, 600mm long HSK extension is crazy, first off. But, also, snapping a C8 adapters, even more crazy, because what I've heard, I've never used them. I really wish we had more money to spend on those, because they look really nice to just, like, swap things in and out. But what I've heard is that they're really fucking solid, and it's like as rigid as a solid tool. You wouldn't even notice an extension. That's wild. And, like, I'm not even mad, I'm just impressed. Oh, damn it, I left a burr on it again. What kind of, I guess, it's hardened steel, so that makes more sense, but, like, God, also 600 millimeters of tool is a lot of tool. What the fuck was it what you're doing where it needed a 600 millimeter extension? What is that in inches? Wait, hold on. I need dumb metric or imperial brain. Let's see, calculator. 600 divided by 25.4 is... That's a 2-foot long extension. Holy shit. Wow, dude. Yeah, you don't see something like that every day. At least the tool snapped and not, like, part of the machine, I guess. But that's a crazy thing to even try, frankly. I mean, to be fair, though, sometimes you get away with stupid shit. Like today, I got away with, using a 3D printed bushing as a soft jaw for holding onto a part, and like I wasn't doing a ton of work to the backside of it, but I wasn't being gentle either. And it didn't slip. Hey, it worked perfectly. I 3D printed it at home out of ASA, and then I oversized it intentionally. That's the choice of your company that only uses university programs with no experience, and I looked at the program. Are you sure? Workshop. You just ran it because he was rude as fuck. Holy shit. Yeah, you know, that is the nice thing. I can't imagine hiring a programmer who doesn't have machining experience, and also just hiring a programmer in general. I program and I run them parts, unless like it's a repeat part and we already have a program. I'm the dumbass making the mistakes. Running, you know, I live with the consequences of my own actions. But that's fucking crazy. They would let people do that. Wow, dude. Okay, so now that part is assembled. Now let's grab the set screws. Oh balls, I forgot where I was. I had a story, and now it's gone. Yeah, it's gone now. Okay. You love your company so much. Yeah, Christ. Hey, I'm glad I got so lucky. My boss is the fucking best. He just like let me use actually he didn't let me use the company truck because we had an insurance thing happen last year with like a girl hit a girl on a bike. Someone else was driving the truck. And they did not hit this girl, but a girl on a bike hit the side of the truck. Like, the dent is on the side of the truck. It was in no way his fault. Apparently it was a big insurance deal. It was a whole thing. And so now he's, like, a little touchy about letting anyone else other than him drive the truck. Because, like, or anyone who's not on the insurance drive it. And so I asked him, like, hey, I need to pick up these, this metal bar, this stock from this sponsorship that we have for my robotics team. And he's like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna let you use the truck, but I will go with you and I will pick it up with you. And so we did. That's exactly what we did. We went and picked it up together, and then went and dropped it off at the school. And then we also got lunch. It was great. It was honestly a good day. We were just hanging out and talking for a while before going back to, you know, doing our own independent projects. I was working on my personal stuff, and he was working on customer parts, I think. But yeah, it was great. We hung out for, God, it was like 3 hours. He's a great guy. Okay. Yeah, come here. Yeah, like, part of me wishes, like, I kind of want to work more. Like, just because it's not like I need the money. I'm not in a place where I'm, like, in desperate need of cash, you know. I'm lucky to be financially supported by my parents because I live at home. But I kind of want to work more just because I want to help out, because we've got a lot of work right now that we do not have enough people to do. Just like people like machinists, you know, not we have a couple of operators. Well, we have one operator and one guy who's training, and he's pretty good. But I don't know. I kind of want to help out more. So maybe if this goes well, if the Lathe-a-thon goes well, I might start working full time again, for at least until the school semester starts. Okay, let's see. Where's that? Oh, so it's gonna go. Here you go. That's a very big maybe. On that one, I don't know what I'll do. Okay. Okay, so there's that assembly. And then if I'm not mistaken, we've got these bolts that go through here and into the spindle housing. Right here and here. Right here and right here. Okay. And now... tea break. I guess, should I put this on right now? No, I'm gonna wait to put this on the spindle until after we reassemble it, because I think it'll be more annoying to reassemble the spindle with this in place. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've decided. Okay, so let's pop these guys back out. And I think, actually, this is actually a pretty decent time to call it for the night. I will have to clean up a lot, because I'm a slob who cannot take care of a workbench at the same time that he's working. And we're going to find someone to raid. Yes, say. If you have suggestions, I will take them. It looks like Cerber's live. Looks like Shumi is live. I think we should raid into Shumi. Bo does not accept raids, unfortunately, for some reason. I don't know why he does that, but that's what he does. And, yeah, if you guys have any opinions on, I am very... I know I'm being very pushy about this, stat poker thing, but I would genuinely really like ideas about it. I love the concept, and I wanna hang out with people. I want excuses to hang out with people, basically. Make me, do my work for me. Woo. Ooh, you will help me out. Ooh, you will. Otako is on too? I actually do not know them. I'm kind of down to raid them if you want. Yeah, let's see. Otako? Otako. Ooh, their content is intended for certain audiences. Ooh. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, they're smaller. Okay. So let's come up with a raid message real quick before we start going. Or maybe I should, let's put it on a timer. We're starting the raid. Let's come up with a raid message really quickly. Raid. I should make a raid emote. Okay. So, raid, live alien reaction raid. Yeah. Perfect. Raid. Fuck. Rared. Perfect. Okay. I will see you all next time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and thanks for coming by. I know I do things very differently to other VTubers and other streamers, so it means a lot that you guys stick with me and stick with my bullshit. Even if, you know, got low viewer counts, but that's okay. We're sending it. We're working with it, okay? All right. That was supposed to be live alien reaction raid, but you know what? That's fine. Okay. I will see you all next time. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye. And end stream.